Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show. We're talking Monday Night Raw. Because that's what we do. On Tuesday mornings, we talk Monday Night Raw. It was last night from San Jose, and that's what we got going on here. First of all, it started out with John Cena, talking about WrestleMania. First of all, if anyone ever listened to the show, you know I dislike John Cena a lot. I actually was at the gym at this time. So I missed all of John Cena, and my tweet was, "Missed John Cena at the start of Raw, thank goodness." So, The Miz came out and said that he wants to be dual champion, he wants to be main eventing WrestleMania, talking about how great he is, and The Miz is doing fantastic. So, Miz and John Cena decided to have a little match. The loser of the match would come out of elimination first. John Cena won the match. In stupid fashion, The Miz should win the match. John Cena should come out first, get eliminated first, and go home. But John Cena will be in the Elimination Chamber along with The Miz and Elias and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is a freaking beast. Alright, so Sasha Bayley will be on tonight, as well as the Second Chance Fatal 4-Way match. Matt Hardy does a backstage promo and says he will turn the Elimination Chamber into the Deletion Chamber. Matt, I don't mind the Woken Matt Hardy stuff as much as I started out disliking it, but the guy he has so much going for him. Hopefully it goes somewhere other than just a match against Bray Wyatt. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are backstage, and they're talking about the Nerd-O-Meter, and they're talking about the Revival. Now, last week, it was the Revival and Finn Balor and Carl Anderson, and Balor and Anderson won the match. So this week, we get the Revival against Gallows and Anderson, and the Revival wins. So far we have another 50-50 booking where you have the Revival, probably the best team in professional wrestling at this point, and they're losing and then they're winning, and this 50-50 booking is stupid. Something needs to happen, something quick. Give the Revival a shot at the bar. Those matches would be just incredible. Ronda Rousey is going to sign her WWE contract at Elimination Chamber, so Ronda will be at the next pay-per-view. She will more than likely be on Raw, which will give us some idea of how the women's stuff will go forward. And that's just kind of the way it is. Seth Rollins came out and interrupted Kurt Angle and said, why am I not in the Elimination Chamber? I don't even get a match for it, all this other stuff. And Rollins makes great points. I mean, all these people coming out to confront Kurt Angle are making great points. Last week it was Alexa Bliss calling him a sexist. This week it's Seth Rollins saying, hey, I'm the best wrestler. Why am I not in this match? So, it just makes sense to me. Seth Rollins comes out and says, why am I not in this? They changed the match to a fatal 5-way. So, that's your main event. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo on tonight's event. He says he's going to slay the beast at WrestleMania. Just interesting stuff from Bray Wyatt all the time, but I wish they would give him more to do. Sasha Banks and Bayley had a friendly competition match because they're best friends. So, that's just kind of the way it is. The match was phenomenal. It was just Bayley and Sasha Banks can do no wrong. You watch these two women fight, and they are just amazing. Watching Sasha Banks put on the bank statement and seeing her push Bayley away by putting her feet on the ropes is one of the most classic moves. I love it. Sasha is indeed the boss. But on this night, Bayley hit the super Bayley to belly suplex, wins the match. After, they're kind of looking at each other, and then Nia Jax comes in and just annihilates them. Nia is set up to face Asuka at the Elimination Chamber. If Nia Jax wins the match, she gets thrown into a triple threat match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship with Asuka. But Asuka has not announced if she's going to fight for the SmackDown Championship or Raw yet. I think that she'll probably be going to SmackDown. So then you'll have Nia Jax against the champion. And I will put my money on Alexa Bliss all day, every day. So Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have some friendly words in the back, and then they see the bar, and they make fun of Cesaro, and Sheamus and Roman Reigns are going to have a little match tonight. So that's kind of how it goes. Titus Worldwide, who I absolutely love. I love Titus Worldwide. Titus O'Neil, Dana Brooke, Apollo Crews. Apollo is in the match, the Fatal 5-Way, and they say Crews can't lose, and that's one of the things. They should have let Crews win the freaking match. Having Balor and Rollins at the pay-per-view would be better than having them in the, it's just, Crews kind of deserved to win that match. Just saying. He's a good guy, but you won't push him. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James come out. Actually, they're backstage first, and they're talking about why last week happened. Alexa saved Mickie, and Mickie says, "Well, you said all these things about me," and the Biscuit Butt name gets brought out from Alexa, or to Alexa, and I thought it was funny. I was watching something about when Alexa and Sasha Banks fought in Dubai. And they actually chanted Biscuit Butt at Alexa, which I thought was really funny. It's a chant that Mickie James tried to start. Did not go over at all, except in Dubai. Go figure. Absolution comes out with Paige. It looks like Paige is just going to be kind of a manager from now on, which is still great. Put her on TV. You paid her big money. She's got lots of great things going for her, even though she's injured. Mickie James, Alexa Bliss, they have a good tag team match. I mean, this was a fantastic tag team match. However, Mickie and Alexa could not get over the fact that Paige was there. 3-on-2, kinda, and Absolution wins the match. Bliss, yet again, saves Mickie James from getting beat up by Absolution. Elias is coming out next, and he comes out and says, he earned the right to come out in the chamber number 6. He's, I'm sure that they will change that to being last, or Elias would get screwed in that whole process. But Elias says, Braun Strowman, I beat him up, and I beat John Cena, and he did beat John Cena. Elias, an actual really good wrestler, beat up John Cena and pinned him 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. So Braun Strowman JoJo interrupts the song and introduces Braun Strowman, and Braun sits with a stool and a microphone and grabs a big freaking cello or a bass or however, just huge. He tries to play the strings. He breaks it. If you guys have not seen this, go on to WWE.com. Check out at least Braun Strowman singing, which he actually did a decent job. And he broke the strings of the cello or whatever it was. And it was awesome. It was the best moment of the entire night. Then Braun just marches to the ring with the cello, puts it down. They have a little back and forth. Elias gets power slammed right into the middle of the ring. And then Braun's music hits. Then you see Elias crawling away. And he got all the way up the ramp. Braun took the cello or bass. They call it a cello here, so whichever one is bigger, because it was freaking huge and it was awesome. And then he takes that cello and smashes it over Elias. You knew that was going to happen. You knew that was the setup for the night. But it was still so amazing. It was the best part of the night. Braun Strowman equals money. I mean, that's what it is. Braun Strowman equals money. You had Sheamus and Roman Reigns. It wasn't a terrible match. Roman Reigns, probably not the best member of the Shield. But, he's a fair wrestler. Sheamus is fighting hurt, and you can kind of tell it. Roman Reigns did win the match after a spear. Not a really good spear. As they say here, and if you watch it, it was kind of dull. You just know that Roman is getting pushed to the heavens, and it's just not cool. Ivory is going to be announced at the WWE Hall of Fame. Ivory, of course, from Glow. She was Tina Ferrari. From the original Glow, not the show on Netflix, which is awesome, by the way. Check it out. But Ivory gets inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame 2 nights before WrestleMania. So check that out. And also, Goldberg is there and the Dudley Boys. And more to be announced. So they had the Second Chance Fatal 5-Way. Wyatt, Hardy, Apollo Crews, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. And, it was a decent match. And seeing Rollins and Balor fight, and Hardy and Wyatt. And Crews is a powerhouse. And that's why I said Crews should have won this match. I kind of gave it away a little ahead of time. Rollins hit a stomp on Balor, which was awesome. Crews broke up the count, which was so close to happening. There was a 4-man powerbomb as Wyatt got powerbombed. And Balor and Rollins covered Wyatt at the same time. It goes off the air. Raw finishes with Balor and Rollins both being, the winners. So your final chamber person, as announced on Facebook afterwards, will be both of them, and there will be 7 men in the Elimination Chamber. Now, those 7 men are John Cena, Elias, The Miz, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins. And if I'm missing somebody, I'm sorry. Let me go through it again one more time to make sure I got everybody. And I'll give you guys the Elimination Chamber breakdown because I am finally over there. Alright. Oh, it's Roman Reigns. Because I don't care about Roman Reigns, so that's why I kind of eliminated from that. You got Cena, Elias, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. Now, whoever eliminates John Cena, I will like them for WrestleMania, up until WrestleMania. If they eliminate him to hurt him, I will like them probably for the rest of the year. If he gets injured, you're my friend. Alright, first ever women's Elimination Chamber match. Bayley, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Sonya Deville, Sasha Banks, and Alexa Bliss. I really think Alexa is going to win this. Asuka and Nia Jax. If Jax wins the match, she gets added to the title match, making it a triple threat. Ronda Rousey will sign her in-ring contract. So many more great things happening. Not May. I already got May on the brain, folks. February 25th from Vegas, the Elimination Chamber. So thank you guys for checking out the Scott Show, the Raw recap show. I want to thank everyone for listening. We will see you guys very soon on the flip side. And enjoy the rest of the ScottShow.com.